Suppose you've finally decided to invest in a mutual fund, and the first excuse your mind forces you to think about is, अगर करोड़पति बनना इतना आसान होता, तो आज हर कोई करोड़पति होता. And the second excuse, thanks to that financial tycoon on ZTV, invest करने के लिए 10 लाख तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. Well, what if we tell you that this video is gonna change the way you view stock market investing? Investing can sometimes resemble a game of chess, and truth be told, the sharper mind edges the lazy mind in the end, and that a single move can help you achieve financial freedom and retire early. Well, it's all about the game plan, and there are two methods to go about mutual fund investing. The first one is SIP, and the second one is Lumpsum. While both of them have their pros and cons, you guys won't believe how these investing plans can help you generate wealth, and that too without investing a big sum. And to start things off, let us define these investing schemes. SIP versus Lumpsum. When an investor is using the SIP method to invest in a mutual fund, he's investing specific sums at regular intervals, and this amount can be weekly, monthly, quarterly, or even yearly. The amount is predefined and it can be as low as 500 rupees, which makes it affordable for literally everyone. When you're opting for this route, you're dependent on multiple factors, such as the period for which you're investing, the returns you're getting from your desired mutual fund, and the number of monthly investments made. On the other hand, we have the lump sum method, which is rather a one-time investment as opposed to investing at regular intervals, which you get with SIP. To put a long story short, it is the entire amount invested in a single go. While both of these investment schemes can go a long way in helping you achieve that crore mark, it is worth looking at some examples to help grasp the concept underneath and understand how it works. So how does it work? Suppose you're investing in a mutual fund that provides you a return rate of 12% and you've decided to follow a systematic investment plan with a predetermined amount of 15,000 rupees every month over 20 years. By using a standard SIP calculator, we can estimate that the overall amount you invested over this time is 36 lakh rupees, and the returns you've generated are touching 1 crore. This is how SIP works. On the other hand, if you decide to go with lump sum and invest all of your hard-earned savings of 10 lakh rupees in a mutual fund offering 12% returns over 20 years, you will end up somewhere around 85 lakh rupees. So while both of these investment schemes offer great value for your investment, it should be noted that the plan you go with should be in accordance with your monthly income, risk profile, and the underlying financial goals. Although the investing community seems to be divided among these two options, comparing both of these plans during different market conditions might provide us with a better view of which approach is the best one to follow. SIP versus lump sum when the market is negative. Let us get it straight, folks. When the market is bearish or negative, SIP is better than lump sum because it solves a number of problems that beginners can face in the market. Number 1, you can invest small sums. One of the major problems people find themselves facing is the dogma that investing requires a large sum to begin with. A systematic investment plan allows you to decide the amount you want to invest on regular intervals, and this amount can be as small as 500 rupees. Now, if you're thinking what difference will this small amount make, we can tell you that quite steadily, this amount will start growing, leading to bigger profits over the long term. This advantage, however, is not available with lump sum as you have to invest a large sum on a single go. Number 2, reducing risk. SIP can help you reduce risk significantly. When you start small, it can be better in hindsight because even if you make small mistakes initially, you won't have a large sum at stake. While on the other hand, going with lump sum can expose you to significant risk as you have a large sum at stake. Number 3, disciplined investing. When you're investing following SIP, you have to invest regularly, no matter how small the amount may be. This creates an investing habit which can be productive in the long run. Most of us often struggle to stick to our investing plans and end up spending our saved money. With SIP, you can induce discipline in your investing plans, which is the golden key to accumulating wealth. When it comes to lump sum, investors are not bound to invest regularly. It's just that one-time investment plan. Number 4, stock market volatility. Let's look at the bearish period in 2008. If you had invested 12 lakh rupees in a single go, you would have lost more than 50% of your amount by the end of the year. Only those with significant experience in the stock market would be able to bring this amount back to 10.8 lakh by the end of 2009, which is still a loss. The SIP route saw a loss too, but the drop was less alarming when compared to Lumpsum investment. In addition, the 12 lakh rupees investment grew to 16.39 lakh by the end of 2009, which means an SIP investor made a gain of more than 6 lakh as against a Lumpsum investor. Clearly, SIP beats Lumpsum investment when the markets are negative. SIP versus Lumpsum when the market is positive. Now it is important to understand that in bullish conditions, Lumpsum tends to do better than SIP. Similarly, when investors need to invest in a debt mutual fund for the short term, Lumpsum is a better option because the suggested horizon for debt mutual funds is fewer than 3 years. A Lumpsum approach should be utilized to invest in them. While both of these approaches are widely employed by investors throughout India, the popular opinion seems to be edging towards SIP, which is a much safer and a reliable option. Here's a bonus for you guys, the Quant Tax Plan. If you decide to invest following the Quant Tax Plan, which is an investing scheme by the Quant Tax Mutual Fund, you can get that edge over other investors because this plan helps you get those returns of 22%. And this fund has performed consistently better than the others. Let's suppose you decide to invest the same amount of 15,000 rupees per month using the Quant Tax Plan over a time period of 20 years, as discussed in the previous example with a return rate of 22%. This time, your invested amount will be 36 lakh rupees and your profit would be more than 6 crores, which is simply insane. If you liked this bonus, make sure you hit that like button. Up until now, we have certainly decided that the main difference between SIP and Lumpsum is that of cash flow. While SIP provides an opportunity to track down a larger financial goal by investing on a weekly, monthly, or even quarterly basis, Lumpsum is a rather one-time approach. However, it is advised by many top-notch investors throughout India to go for SIP, since it inculcates financial discipline. It is important to note that investors opting for SIP will be least affected by market volatility and will also have the option to plan their investments according to their flexibility. While you can build up slowly towards your goal, many beginner investors find themselves facing a big question. When should they decide to start investing through SIP? If you're a working professional with a long-term investment plan of at least 5 to 10 years and have an appetite to manage some risk, then SIP is the ultimate option for you. Let's assume that you're 28 years old and you have a family to look after, a job to handle, and child education. Well, assuming that you need a rough amount of nearly 5 crore rupees in the future, this is when you need to step up a notch by investing through SIP, where you get to personalize your investing plans offered by mutual funds. Now, if you want to achieve 5 crore rupees in the next 20 years by investing in a mutual fund that gives a stable return rate of 15%, you can customize a plan that allows you to invest 45,000 per month to accumulate even more than 5 crore. It's all about the decision that you're taking today for a better tomorrow for you and your family. Everything starts with a plan, and if you've decided to take control of your financial life by investing in some mutual funds, then decide today, because knowledge without action is mere knowledge. While the systematic investment plan allows you to grow exponentially, and that too with a plan of your choice, Lumpsum provides you with the leverage to invest in a single go. And what you can also do is press that like button. And if you do like videos regarding investing and financial well-being, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We've also uploaded a video on how to create generational wealth by stock market investing, which explains more on SIP and Lumpsum and how you can make the most out of these strategies.